EOS value equivalent to 20,271 rands a coin. The present cost range 20.731 21.50 546. The earlier day close 20.7811. The change was 0.540.74%. Backwards rate ZAR to EOS. EOS cost expectation for July 2024. At the outset cost at 1965 rands. Excessive cost 24.39, while low cost 1965. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 21.62. EOS cost conjecture toward the month's end 22.79, change for July 16%. EOS conjecture for August 2024. At the outset cost at 22.79 rands. Excessive cost 26.12, while low cost 22.70. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 24.01. EOS cost conjecture toward the month's end 24.41, change for August 7.1%. EOS cost expectation for September 2024. First and foremost cost at 24.41 rands. Exorbitant cost 28.19, while low cost 24.41. The found the middle value of cost 25.84. EOS cost estimate toward the month's end 26.35, change for September 7.9%. EOS estimate for October 2024. First and foremost cost at 26.35 rands. Exorbitant cost 28.02, while low cost 24.36. The found the middle value of cost 26.23. EOS cost estimate toward the month's end 26.19, change for October's or 6%. EOS cost expectation for November 2024. Before all else cost at 26.19 rands. Excessive cost 28.47, while low cost 24.75. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 26.51. EOS cost conjecture toward the month's end 26.61, change for November 6%. EOS conjecture for December 2024. Before all else cost at 26.61 rands. Excessive cost 26.82, while low cost 23.32. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 25.46. EOS cost conjecture toward the month's end 25.07, change for December 5.8%. EOS cost expectation for January 2025. At the outset cost at 25.07 rands. Excessive cost 27.25, while low cost 23.69. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 25.37. EOS cost conjecture toward the month's end 25.47, change for January 6%. EOS conjecture for February 2025. Before all else cost at 25.47 rands. Excessive cost 25.63, while low cost 22.27. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 24.33. EOS cost conjecture toward the month's end 23.95, change for February 6%. EOS cost expectation for Walk 2025. Before all else cost at 23.95 rands. Excessive cost 23.95, while low cost 19.57. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 22.18. EOS cost conjecture toward the month's end 21.04, change for spring 12.2%. EOS figure for April 2025. Initially cost at 21.04 rands. Excessive cost 22.88, while low cost 19.88. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 21.30. EOS cost figure toward the month's end 21.38, change for April 6%. EOS cost expectation for May 2025. Before all else cost at 21.38 rands. Excessive cost 25.84, while low cost 21.38. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 23.19. EOS cost conjecture toward the month's end 24.15, change for May 13%. EOS estimate for June 2025. To start with cost at 24.15 rands. Exorbitant cost 29.97, while low cost 24.15. The found the middle value of cost 26.57. EOS cost gauge toward the month's end 28.01, change for June 16%. EOS cost expectation for July 2025. Before all else cost at 28.01 rands. Excessive cost 28.01, while low cost 23.42. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 26.16. EOS cost conjecture toward the month's end 25.18's change for July 10.1%. EOS conjecture for August 2025. Before all else cost at 25.18 rands. Excessive cost 27.37, while low cost 23.79. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 25.48. EOS cost conjecture toward the month's end 25.58, change for August 6%. EOS cost expectation for September 2025. At the outset cost at 25.58 rands. Excessive cost 26.80, while low cost 23.30. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 25.18. EOS cost conjecture toward the month's end 25.05, changed for September 1%. EOS conjecture for October 2025. At the outset cost at 25.05 rands. Excessive cost 25.05, while low cost 21.29. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 23.57. EOS cost figure toward the month's end 22.89, change for October 86%. EOS cost expectation for November 2025. Initially cost at 22.89 rands. Excessive cost 26, while low cost 22.60. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 23.95. EOS cost figure toward the month's end 24.30, change for November 62%. EOS figure for December 2025. Initially cost at 24.30 rands. Exorbitant cost 30.16, while low cost 24.30. They found the middle value of cost 26.74. EOS cost estimate toward the month's end 28.19, change for December 16%. EOS cost expectation for January 2026. At the outset cost at 28.19 rands. Excessive cost 30.64, while low cost 26.64. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 28.53. EOS cost conjecture toward the month's end 28.64, change for January 16%. EOS figure for February 2026. Initially cost at 28.64 rands. Excessive cost 31.14, while low cost 27.06. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 28.99. EOS cost figure toward the month's end 29.10, change for February 16%. EOS cost expectation for WARC 2026. To start with cost at 29.10 rands. Exorbitant cost 31.64, while low cost 27.50. They found the middle value of cost 29.45. EOS cost gauge toward the month's end 29.57, change for spring 16%. EOS gauge for April 2026. To start with cost at 29.57 rands. Exorbitant cost 36.70, while low cost 29.57. They found the middle value of cost 32.54. EOS cost conjecture toward the month's end 34.30, change for April 16%. EOS cost expectation for May 2026. In the first place cost at 34.30 rands. Exorbitant cost 36.05, while low cost 31.33. They found the middle value of cost 33.84. EOS cost gauge toward the month's end 33.69, change for May 18%. EOS gauge for June 2026. In the first place cost at 33.69 rands. Exorbitant cost 36.63, while low cost 31.83. They found the middle value of cost 34.10. EOS cost gauge toward the month's end 34.13, change for June 16%.